Hello, my Vibe Tribe. Welcome back to the Daily Vibe. It is Tuesday. Ooh, sorry, I don't know what's going on there. Anyways, it's Tuesday, and yesterday was a very rough start to the week for me, as I mentioned in yesterday's Vibe. And I just want to throw a couple of shout outs out there to older sibling who was there when I initially started skydiving, to baby sibling who, after seeing my video yesterday, called me and we talked for about 2 hours, and to my dad, who I terrified yesterday by accident when I posted about the trauma I was going through yesterday. And I'm not trying to ride that wave, but I think it's important for advocacy for people to know that, there are times, I am so sorry, I'm just, this hair, it's like an alfalfa side hair. But anyways, good morning, Debbie. As many of you know, oops, hi, if I sounded far away, that's probably why. As many know, who might have been watching yesterday, I literally hit bottom yesterday. I had for the first time in 17 years, I had suicidal thoughts. And, but I knew that I'd made a promise. And I don't think that promise just saves your life because you're being told you can't do something. I think that promise is very important because I think it's telling you, you know what, you value yourself enough that you made this promise. You want to be here. You want to, I don't want to be anywhere else but living in this life. It's not always easy, and sometimes it's really hard, but I was reminded about that. But it was scary because the first time there was like trauma. There were things that, I had attached to that pain. And this time I didn't, and I had to balance that. And I think if you can really see in my previous vibes, probably from the last month or so, I think it's been a steady decline when I think about it, because today I feel so much different, and I am just taking it one day at a time. But I love being happy. I love being out there and making people happy. So when you get blindsided by feelings like this, sometimes they're not only overwhelming, but you feel like a failure. And I want everybody to know that has these feelings, you are not a failure. And yes, it can be overwhelming, but please just hang on, okay? Just hang on, reach out to someone. I share my story so other people can continue theirs. And I had to remind my dad that last night because I did put a whole advocacy post on my Facebook page. And like I said, my only friends and family are on my Facebook page. But I also put it on Instagram. But it was really kind of just to show people that why we need to end the stigma of mental health or mental illness. I hate that term. Because, you don't look at somebody with cancer or an autoimmune disease and say, oh, well, you brought that on yourself. Mental illness is a brain thing. Mental health is a brain thing. Nobody wakes up or is born saying, hey, I want to dinged up mental health. Let this be part of my, chemistry makeup. Nobody said, nobody ever, right? So, thank you, Debbie, and hugs back. But, so yeah, just please hang in there. Like I said, all my inboxes are open, whether it's, you can messenger me on Facebook, because I will accept it. Even if I make these videos public for a reason, because I really just want to help people. If we can end the stigma, people will feel less worried about what other people are going to think. They're going to feel less, alone, because there will be people out there that do understand, or that just, even if they don't understand, they will listen. My dad doesn't always understand my mental health. He really doesn't. But, yesterday he was there. And it's going to make me cry because it scared him, and I didn't mean to scare him. I was going to reach out to him after talking, but I was so exhausted after dealing with all the emotions in the morning that I literally just fell asleep. And when I saw him calling, it's like, oh, my bad. So, but But baby sibling, older sibling, dad, thank you. Thank you so much for yesterday. To everybody that has commented on any of my posts, thank you for that. I also want to give a special shout out to Baby Bear, which is Michelle Bitterman. This is what I woke up to this morning. And on Tuesdays, you must look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am worthy. I need to be here, and I am grateful I am. There is beauty in my life, and I will find it. There is strength in my soul, and I will trust it. There is purpose in my path, and I will unravel it. There is magic in who I am, and I will believe in it. And then go climb your mountains for today and go find some spectacular views. So, Michelle, Baby Bear, thank you. Just the outpouring of kindness. I don't post these things for attention. I post these things because I really, really want people to just be there for people that need them. Especially now. Now's a really hard time, and now's a time when people who do struggle with their mental health can't readily ignore it. Because, especially in California, we're freaking locked down for the third time, okay? So, just check on your people. I'm grateful that, again, I made that promise. But I just wanted to throw that out there. That is actually not what I wanted to do for Tuesday Thoughts, although that is a good Tuesday thought. However, I wanted to do this because, this is the Love and Relationships deck for affirmators. And the reason I got it is, don't freak out, single people, because like you, I too am that way. But love and relationships also include yourself. I needed to improve my relationship with myself. Like I said, all of the times before that I had, I want to say sort of attempted taking my own life, they involved pain from my past that I hadn't healed. And I think yesterday I really had to have a come to Jesus with myself about the fact that this is my mental health. And even though I thought I fully accepted it, I don't think I fully accepted it to the whole degree of being honest of where I stand with myself. And now I do. And you know what? I don't know, there are people that watch these consistently, but I really think you can see the change in my demeanor today compared to the last month and a half, maybe, because I really think it was a steady decline. And I'm going to tell you, I don't recommend this for people, but for me, it felt good hitting bottom, because I think I'm so busy ignoring my own mental health that I forget, to check in on myself. I set alarms every day that says, you know what? Hey, check in on your health. Make sure you're okay. And so, again, thank you to everybody for yesterday. You were all amazing. Let's go out there. Let's help people. Let's literally save people, because I know you can. And yes, exactly what Debbie says. You have to hit bottom to rise. And Baby Sibling and I talked about that yesterday. And thank you, Baby Sibling, for the nice words. I was just kind of in the middle of my thing, and you know me, squirrel. I totally get lost. So, speaking of squirrel, I just saw Troy on here, and I have to tell you, he is like Dr. Dolittle. Okay, seriously. One of his friends, and I'm pretty sure I know who it is, named his new birdie. It's a girl, I believe, Kevin. Okay, so if any of you have seen Up, you totally get that. And every time I think of, every time I say squirrel, now like Doug, I totally think of Kevin. Kevin, the new, I don't know, Troy, sorry, but I don't know what kind of bird it is. It's a bird to me. It's a pretty bird. Pretty bird. But anyways, since this is already going to be super long, and yes, Debbie, self-love is very important. You know what? I don't like that one. Not for today. Let's pick a different one for today. That one was compliments. I was not having a problem accepting compliments. So, compliments, right? Here's a quick one on that note. Just accept them. And, people don't give compliments they don't mean. It's parakeet. Thank you. Thank you, bro, from another Mo. Oh, well, I don't think we need sensuality for today either. That's a little too much self-love. Here we go. Self-worth. Wow, that was a journey through the deck. Oh, yes, it was a great movie. Okay, now bro from another Mo is shooting out Yoda quotes. Thank you. Try or try not, there is no other way. but to go up from here. So, you know, thank you, Yoda Johnson Baugh. But self-worth. All right. And yes, he has been telling me for years to accept the compliment, and I apologize for all of our high school years when I was such a bitch to you. Just going back quite a few years, Troy was there for me. I want to give him a personal shout out. Many, many years ago. A very shy child growing up. Again, like I said, there was a lot of trauma in my life. And there was one day when I was just ready to, you know, and I'm not making light of that, but this is something I think people need to know, because there's always someone there ready to listen to you. And, you know, if you have that spidey instinct to call someone that you're worried about, do it. So, you know, I'm not going to even say, Troy, how long that was, all right? No. But anyway, I was standing there, and I was 15. I think I was 15 years old. And the phone started ringing, and it didn't stop ringing. I mean, the answering machine didn't pick up, nothing. But there was Troy on the other end of the line. And he was just calling to see how I was doing. He said, I had a feeling to call you, so I did. And, you know, we weren't even in the same high school anymore. Again, like I said, my parents had moved. I was in my sophomore year in high school. And I started late, so I had no friends, nothing. I mean, it was like a whole different city that we moved to. And he called me every day. Not just for the rest of that year, but he started calling me every week through high school. And that is why he is not just one of my best friends. I'm getting emotional. He is literally like a brother to me. And we act like it. We never see each other, but we give each other shit. So, but you know what? I think part of that might be my fault. So I'll work on that. But anyways, yeah, I was not very nice to him in the beginning. I think a lot of it was just fear, you know, but that's not an excuse to be mean to people. So let's get going. Self-worth. We're all over the place. We are back to normal. So I cast off all concerns about what people think of me. I know I'm a totally kick-ass person, and my kick-assness, I would have gone with kicky-assness or kick-assiness, can never be diminished by rejection. So people can think what they think and feel what they feel. In the meantime, I'll just keep on knowing what I know without thinking about you. Wait, sorry. Can I start this over? Because some of the times these cards are just, they're so rambly. And I ramble, but I don't read my rambles. So let me try this again. Self-worth. I cast off all concerns about what people think of me. I know I'm a totally kick-ass person, and my kick-assness can never be diminished by rejection. So people can think what they think and feel what they feel. In the meantime, I'll just keep on knowing what I know without thinking about what they are thinking about what I already know, I think. Oh, shit. That was a ride. Kick-assisty? I like that. I'm not sure if that's what he meant, but I like it. Thanks, Troy. So, anyways, there you go. You know what? Put yourself on the pedestal. No one should be putting you on the pedestal but yourself. That is the love, self-love, okay? Self-worth is the most important thing. And you know what? I think it's because of self-worth that I made that promise that I would never, ever take the ultimate step. You know, like I said, I had a friend that passed away from, you know, this, and that's when I made my promise. And I am sorry if it feels like I'm focusing on that, but I'm really not trying to. I just think, you know, it's like I explained to my dad yesterday. It is so important to advocate, because people need to know that they matter. And some people don't feel that way. Some people don't have the people that I have in my life. Some people don't have the support system I have in my life. And, you know, that's why a lot of them end up reaching out on Twitter or places or social media, because, you know, they don't want to feel alone, and they need that person to be there for them. So, you know, when you do see these things, you know, on social media, I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, they are not looking for attention, or the kind of attention you think they're looking for. They don't know how to ask for help. And we have stigmatized this mental health issue for so long that this is why They don't know how to ask for help. So we need to really, really stamp this out. You know, I am not joking. I shit you not, I'm not joking. I'm not. I may be giggling, but I'm not joking. But again, we need to remind people of their self-worth. We need to remind ourselves of our self-worth. Don't worry about what other people think about you. You know, tall, short, thick, thin. You know what? Who gives a flying fuck? All right? That's right. I said the F-bomb. But seriously, don't. Okay? I put so many years into my life worrying about what other people thought about me because, you know, I was really, really treated like the ugly duckling in grade school. And by all the pretty people. And I'm not downplaying. I'm not trying to bash anybody. Okay, I'm just saying that there are people that go through these things that feel like they are so unloved and unwanted and unnoticed. And it grows with them, especially in their formative years. So you know what? Let's continue to remind. You know, if you have kids, remind them every day. I have friends who are so good at that. So good at that. You know, don't worry about what other people think. Just worry about what I think. Even my mom. My mom, when I finally told my mom all this, you know what she said to me? She said, I don't make ugly babies. She only made one baby. You know, they stopped at awesome. What can I say? But, no, literally, I made the deadline. But, and you know, when my dad and I were talking after Mom passed, we were probably, I think it was last year on our trip. He's like, well, I don't know why your mother married me. And I said, I'll tell you why. You know, because I said, you know, my dad can sometimes downplay himself too. And it was kind of funny because I told him, I said, I'll tell you what Mom told me. Because she's all, I've told this to your dad and I don't know if he remembers or not, but I don't marry ugly people. So there you go. You know, if someone takes that step for you, it means they love you. So just believe it, you know, and focus on that self-worth because they see it in you. They see, they love you for who you are. You know, they cherish you for every bit of you. Otherwise they wouldn't be like, hey, will you spend the rest of your life with me? So, you know, when someone is willing to make that step, first of all, take it seriously because the divorce rates are way too high nowadays. But also, you know, just embrace that. Know your self-worth, you know, and if you need help with it, reach out and ask somebody to help you with it. It's okay. Don't be afraid. You know, if someone sits there and says, oh, really? This again? Then walk away. Find somebody else. You know, if you have people on social media that do pay attention to you, then do it. Don't reach out for attention because, you know, you're feeling, oh, you know, I mean, reach out for honest attention, okay? Reach out because you need the help, okay? Because nobody else can make you happy. It has to come from in here. I don't know how many times we have to go over this. I feel like a mom right now. I don't know how many times we have to go over this. It comes from in here. Happiness has to start within here. Wherever my heart is, over here. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen. It's over here. But, you know, just, you know, I'm kind of looking at my scar right now, and I think it's kind of, oh God, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word right now, but it just seems really obvious to say when I say that I open up myself and share my story so that others can continue sharing their stories. People have seen my heart. Okay, there are very select few who have seen my heart. My proverbial heart, I wear over here on my sleeve. And I make no bones about that because the only way to help people is to show your vulnerabilities. And I tell you, that is very, very hard for me to do because there is judgment out there. And I used to be one of the last people in the world that liked to be judged. Nobody likes to be judged, but I kind of I would wear that one for a while. It's like, oh, woe to me. But if you need help, reach out, okay? Michelle, I'm actually ending this video right now, but I want you to go back to the beginning because I gave you a special shout out for what you sent me. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for joining the Daily Vibe. I think we're back. We are back. So let's hope, because last time I said that, Wednesday was like, thanks for coming. But I don't want it to be like that. So anyways, I love you too, baby bear. But anyways, oh God, thanks for riding the roller coaster, the Shella coaster. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful day. Knock today out of the park. I know it's not baseball season anymore, but, you know, I don't know, kick a field goal, make a touchdown, whatever you want to do. There's no hockey in play, so I can't say score a goal, but you know what? If you want, go for it. So, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching and for just kind of going along on this ride and my explanation of everything. One more thank you to everybody who was there for me yesterday. I appreciate you all. I have always appreciated you all, and I thank you. So, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.